How's it going today, guys? Thank you for tuning in and watching the channel. I got a new surprise that I got myself. I was pretty happy with. It's something I've always wanted for a long ass time. I couldn't talk my wife into it, but finally I did. And went up to California. Actually, I was up there working and hit up this guy, found it online, and went ahead and purchased it. So let's go ahead and show her off real quick. Isn't she pretty? Okay, so what you're looking at is a 2000 Corvette. It's not the Z06, it's just a normal coupe. I wanted a normal coupe because it actually comes with the target top you could take off. I thought that was cool how you could do that. The Z06, you couldn't do that. This car, as pretty as it looks pretty because it was salvaged at one point in time, and they put it back together and they repainted everything. And so basically it looks all nice and shiny because a lot of the stuff was replaced. So when I was looking for a Vet, I was looking all over online. I couldn't find anything. Everything was too expensive. I was trying to keep my the money down on it. You know, I wanted to go at a cheaper price just so I can go ahead and put more money into it, and the wife wouldn't kill me for getting it. So I picked this up pretty cheap, and I picked it up cheap because it had a salvage title on it. So salvage title didn't bother me too much, besides the fact that I can't run full coverage insurance on it. So if I do make it all pretty, something happens to it, basically I have to pay for it myself. So that kind of sucks, but that's the way it works, I guess. But for the price I paid for this and all the engine work this car has, I think I did a pretty good job on it, and I'm very happy with it. I actually drove it almost 1,000 miles back from California to Colorado to where I live, and she did great. She got some little flaws with her, like usual. They have the check engine lights on because from what I read on the code, when you replace the manifolds with headers, it takes out some sort of blower motor that's supposed to blow the fumes out or something. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not sure what it does. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the emissions. Anyway, they put a set of headers on this car, so basically that blower motor was taken out of there, and so it's tripping my engine code. I do have a lot of plans for this car. Let me go ahead and show you the inside. She's not too bad inside. This seat has been reupholstered. It's got a little rip on the little shifter boot there. Other than that, it's not in bad shape. It's missing these things. I got them, but they're broken. So I got a new set that I'm gonna order. Other than that, it's pretty much all stock inside. I'll go ahead and pop the hood for you. So, number one thing I noticed when I opened the hood on this when I was buying the car is no engine covers. I hate it when people get these, any car. This last car I had, the Challenger, or the Charger, was missing the engine covers as well, so we had to order them up, which sucks. I don't know why people take those off. But anyway, this is the LS motor that came with the car. From what the guy has told me, it's got a Texas Speed 220R cam in it. It's got the 243 Z06 head, supported and polished, new push rods, L7 lifters, BTR valve springs, and then we're running a Speed Engineering headers and X-pipe. And Basically the suspension on the car, it's the Z51 shocks, front and back. This is what the guy told me anyway. So when I fire it up, I can tell it has a cam in it because the car will start doing this, you know. And so I know it's got a cam in it. As far as the heads or any other thing that's inside the motor, I have no idea. If anybody out here is a Corvette enthusiast, knows a lot about these engines, maybe you can hit me up in the comments. Let me know how I could tell the difference between the heads. If not, I'll jump online and Google it and see what I can find. I did notice the heads-up display here. It wasn't, you know how I guess it's a common thing with these. There's a crank inside that turns it up and down up on your windshield. It'll burn out, so you got to put a new one in it. So basically, I think the dude was like, "Oh, I'll just replace it and hold that piece off," which you're supposed to go in through the dash, rip the whole dash apart in order to mess with that. Blew that off. That sucks because each time somebody walks by, you're like, "Oh, look at that ugly massive shit right there." So I'm gonna have to get that fixed. Haven't done anything to the motor yet. We plan on getting new engine covers. I'm gonna paint those up nice. I'm gonna do a couple more things to it. We said there's the headers down there. She's looking good. She runs really good. So one of the reasons why I decided I was just gonna go ahead and snag her up, because the guy had said it had all the engine work. So I thought I got a pretty good deal with all that. So anyway, it's pretty straight. I mean, there's a couple scratch here's and there, but the reason why I wanted black was with black, I can go ahead and have it wrapped whatever color I want, and the black's gonna go with it. If I would have had it like red and did a orange wrap or a green wrap, it would have looked stupid because the door sills would have still been red, or the engine bay or any of that. So black is what I wanted to do. Right now the tires are actually in really good shape. They are, I believe, a 17 front, 18 rear stagger, which the rears are really chunky. And they're actually in really good shape, but I got a new set that I am buying in the works right now. And it's going to be a 19 front, 20-inch rear. We're going to put those wheels on. I think she slammed a little bit. She lowered a little bit more than stock, but what I'm going to do is I think... once I put those wheels on, I'm going to tinker with the suspension a little bit, see if maybe I can drop her even more on the ground, just because I like the way the drop vents look. They look really nice. So in the meantime, I'm going to run these until the other ones come in. I got to order new tires for the other ones, so I'm going to unveil those later in another video. They're going to look freaking sick on this car. I love them. I think they're going to be pretty badass, so we're waiting for that, and then I'll shoot a video and show you guys the new wheels, and then later on we're going to go ahead and do some more stuff to it. I plan on doing the full blackout. I'm going to get the windows tinted. I'm going to, you know, tint the tail lights. I'm going to get the aftermarket ones that are already tinted that have the real bright LEDs in them. I've seen a kit online for the headlights that they'll come up like this far, and then they got the 3 bulbs that go across. Those look sick as hell, and I'm gonna go ahead and get those later on. We'll go ahead and install those because they still have the stock ugly big huge square yellow bulbs in them right now. So I'm gonna upgrade the fog lights. We just got the fog lights in there, down in there. We're gonna jump those up to the HIDs or LEDs and see if we can get them a little bit brighter instead of the dullness. We'll go ahead and upgrade all the interior into the LED. And other than that, I think I got plans to take the seats in. We'll pull them out, and I'm going to put race seats in it, something nicer, something that'll cup your body a little bit more. These cars, if you don't have one, basically you lay down in these cars, so it's a trip. You're just pretty much sitting on the ground when you're riding in them. So they're really fun to drive. I love this car. This is the car I've had hundreds of cars. I'm not even kidding. And this has been the one I've always wanted. I don't know why. It's a 2000. It's an older car, but with age, they just kept the freaking beauty part, man. They're just so sick. Back in that day, that was just other than the C8, this is the vet I love, and this is the one I wanted. So we went ahead and got that. I'm going to be upgrading the brakes. I'm going to do drilled and slotted rotors, and then we'll go ahead and paint the calipers and make them look a little nicer as soon as I figure out what color I'm going to do. And I'm going to do some hydro dipping on the interior, so we'll check that out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and fire this bad boy up, let you guys hear it. Okay, we're inside. We're gonna go ahead and fire her up. Sounds pretty good. I'm not going to sit and rev it up because I have a little bit of respect for my neighbors right now. Later on we'll do more videos of it and drive-bys and do all that stuff and really hear what she sounds like. But anyway, with the cams, like I said, in this thing kind of does a little tilt thing when she hits just right, start tilting back and forth. But anyway, let me go ahead and shut her back down. All right, so anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Throw that in my video. I'm going to shoot a lot more videos on this vet. If you've seen the channel before, there's been a lot of different cars and stuff we've been working on and sharing them. This has been one of the ones I've been wanting to put on here, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the like button if you like the content. Turn on them notifications. Maybe like I said, I'll be shooting out some more videos on this thing. If you're a Corvette enthusiast, maybe you'll like it. Maybe if you're wanting to get a Corvette, you'll jump on and it'll push you a little bit more to get one just like I did. So anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one when we fix this thing up. Take care.